You and I don't think we've ever met face to face, but I just saw your face on the screen when Kevin's injury took place during the NBA Finals, and I could just see on your face that this is serious. And you know, I wonder what that moment was like, Rich. That must have really just been quite a moment for you and your guy together. That night.
I mean, before that, the energy in the stadium was, I don't know if you were at the game.
I was not.
Saw it on TV, but the energy in the stadium was incredible. And it was, it kind of felt like Daniel LaRusso was going to fight, you know, like Karate Kid. Like he was,
nice.
Like it was, the energy was insane, man.
Well
it was
done.
Incredible. And did you know that reference?
Come on, man. Did I know the reference? I mean,
I just want to make sure.
But you're not seeing me. I was painting a fence, Rich, when you said it. Okay,
perfect.
Yeah, I got you. Oh yeah, I got you. Keep going. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your flow.
It was incredible. So, and you know, and he, like I think everyone saw it. Like he just seemed bigger than life when he was out there in those first 8 minutes and like hitting a few of those shots, and it just seemed like we were about to watch something on another level. And to have it go from one emotion to the other so quickly, to be somebody that, like, on a personal level I cared about, and then to think about how much he put into making his decision to do it and to play, and just all of those emotions, like, at that moment, I think I honestly walked right onto the court, like, no regard for the security rules, just, like, kind of walk right off the court, kind of trailing behind him, and, you know, it was just, like, on a personal level then. But it quickly changed because his attitude about it and his resilience and his kind of ability to think about it in the big picture and to think like, okay, this is awful. Like, this is awful, but I did what I wanted to do. I'm going to find the blessing in this. And he did. He has all year in terms of, like, his approach to rehab and his approach to being a leader within the team and the organization. I think everyone's seen him on the sidelines for most of these home games, and you know, he took the challenge on, and so it was like no time to sit there and really wallow about it.
And look, man, again, we're from the same. Where are you from originally? Like, what's your hometown? Manhattan. Okay, no wonder you feel that way about Staten Island. You send us your garbage. You send us your garbage. We'll take it in. I understand. So put it all together. Your client is at the forefront of a seismic change in the basketball world in that city. I mean, nobody ever thought about the Nets when they were out in New Jersey, when they were out in Long Island, maybe Dr. J, right? Now this is a seismic change potentially in the New York basketball scene because your client, along with Kyrie, chose the Nets. Rich, you're aware of that, right?
I did find out about that.
Now, when it all comes down to it, though, Rich, did he ever twitch in the direction of Madison Square Garden? Did it ever come close? Did that ever happen?
I don't know, honestly. Well, no, I don't think so, because I think that it's hard. Like, I think the first free agency, it was definitely more of one of those processes where we ended up renting this house in the Hamptons. It was ridiculous.
I heard of that.
It was such a kind of, like, for someone like me who wanted to be around the NBA but gave up his, like, dreams of playing so early on, to be in a room and have, like, he come in and Greg Popovich come in and Steve Kerr come in and all the players come in and Tom Brady come in. It was insane. And I think Kevin really was so connected to OKC but wanted to really look at all the different options and chose the best option for him in his game, and always relies and leans back on, if I do what's best for me, the basketball player, the rest will work out. And that's hard for people to believe. So in this case, he knows where I'm from. He knows I was a Knicks fan growing up. He knows the teams that have cap space. But he's such a locked-in competitor that, like, to sit there and go back and forth with the scenarios at 30 years old when he knew the league so well, he knew everything. And as our business has evolved and we make decisions and bigger levels and bigger things with our whole company, I knew how his thought process was going to be. So it wasn't like, what kind of odds do we have, or can he come in to pitch you? It was just like, let me know, like, here's the info you need, but I know you're doing this your own. I know you talk to the people you need to talk to. You know what it is to play. And it was, I said this all the time about it had more to do with the Nets and less to do with any other teams. And people wanted to make it Knicks versus Nets. It was just the Nets. They were the right opportunity, and they were in New York. And there was another team in New York who was much more fanfare. So I get it all, but that's just not how his kind of mind works when he's making decisions.